How do you even know they're in that direction?
I don't know.
I'd take out the machine gun and just kind of keep that bet. There he is. Yep. You got your machine gun there.
All right, Sid.
Nah, it's overkill. We're going to do this old school.
Hello, my friends. Welcome back to PlayStation Underground. On today's show, we are playing H1Z1, which is going to PS4 on May 22nd in open beta. Today, I am joined by Tony Morton, the lead combat and systems designer at Daybreak. Tony, welcome to the program.
Hey, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
It is always a pleasure to have you here and to see you. And Sid, our fearless leader, is the one parachuting in. Already, I'm very curious about your chances, Sid. So let's see. This demo of H1Z1 that we're playing right now has kind of been, oh man, I thought you were going to splat right on the roof. Tony, we're already operating in a slightly smaller arena inside the Battle Royale mode for H1Z1, correct?
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about what we're seeing today.
Yeah, so it's going to be a truncated match. We start, like you said, in a more confined space. Gas waves are going to move a little bit faster. There's less of them. Airdrops are going to come sooner. And the main reason for this is so we can kind of get in, show the spirit of what we've reimagined for H1Z1 on the PS4, and just kind of capture the moments. So there's a lot of changes that have gone. Got flashbang.
Oh, Sid, look out. This could be it, ladies and gentlemen. It could be the fastest match. Sid's got it. Always staying late on his toes. So basically, the people that Sid is playing against are the very good-natured and patient developers at Daybreak who are going easy on Sid today.
They may or may not. No, tell them this is we're in a live environment here. These are real competitors.
Sid, this is the
best of the
first time
best.
you've played this game. We're not going to throw you into the deep end.
Just go try hard.
Sid, do you have a med pack or anything?
I don't think I do.
You do, actually. So if you want to do
there we go.
Down or left on the D-pad. Left on the D-pad will give you a med kit, which is a bigger heal, but you really didn't need it.
Just a scratch.
Just a scratch. It's just a flesh wound. So you're good. You're good.
This is cool. It plays great, too, and it's got a good feel to it. I mean,
I see someone.
Yeah, I'm gonna sneak in for the kill here.
Somebody else.
So Tony, when you folks were adapting H1Z1 and bringing it to console, I mean, what would you say were some of the pillars that you wanted to make sure that you built on when you brought it to PS4?
Yeah, well, we want to make sure it was a fluid experience and it was a familiar experience. And so there were, a few things with H1. There you go. Got him.
They're being so gracious.
This is pure talent.
They're being good hosts.
Sid's actually just the best H1Z1 player ever. Yep. Oh.
Okay, I'm getting the hang of it.
Go ahead, Tony. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. I forgot where I was at. All right, so
the pillars of H1Z1
right?
on PS4.
Yeah, so it was making sure it was a very fluid experience and it was a familiar experience. So there were some of the core elements in H1 on PC didn't translate very well over to console because mouse and keyboard interface, controller interface are much different. So we realized there were some ways that we can kind of refine and take another pass at H1. So like inventory management has been completely removed. There's no more inventory. There's no more crafting. There's no more salvaging. What we've done is all those items that you would either make, with crafting that you would make, you just find in the world. And then we use, I think you're full up on that. There you go. Better. There you go. Scout rifle. And so now you kind of find those things in the world because it removed that whole layer. And it just allowed you to interact with the game and just kind of embrace the feeling of what we feel like pure BR is.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of pure BR, let's say one of our viewers has recently emerged from a time capsule and has no concept of the Battle Royale subgenre
what
of
BR
games.
Is?
Yeah, kind of describe it to the newcomer.
Absolutely.
What are the foundations of that?
Yeah, so over a match, 100+ players will kind of spawn in together. Everybody starts with absolutely nothing. They scavenge, they loot, they get the things that they need, and then over time, a big gas wave kind of comes in and squeezes everybody together, forcing conflict. And at the end of the game, it's last player standing wins, and so that's kind of the foundation of BR. And we wanted to make sure that we still captured that spirit.
You don't have any ammo, Sid? You don't have
crap.
any ammo?
No bullets.
No bullets.
I think if you the weapon in your top slot is an AK, which would be full auto, which may work out a little bit better in close quarters. I'm just saying.
Good call.
More than welcome to use what you want.
He's not saying anything. He's just saying.
Little suggestion, just a little one. And so so that's kind of the foundation of BR, and we're excited to see how PlayStation fans interact and feel about the game.
Oh!
Nice.
That's doing the trick.
There you go.
That is it.
Savage.
The sirens in the background are amplifying my stress level a touch.
Yep.
Just a touch.
Uh-oh.
You're fine.
So, ladies and gentlemen, strangely enough, this is how Sid drives in real life, too.
Pretty much. Look, I live in San Francisco. There's not a lot of space.
You just borrow police cars that you need to use.
So that was his car in the parking lot. It all makes sense now.
Yep.
This guy's hiding behind a tree. He's like, okay.
I'm going to get him.
Oh, careful, Sid. Careful. Careful. You're you placed 9th, though.
I blew it.
It's all good.
That is much smaller number than 100, I would say.
That's true.
Yeah. It's pretty top 10, right?
Top 10.
Top 10. You just got to look at it that way.
Tony, do we want to give Sid one more chance? Then maybe you can show us a match as well.
I think he's doing amazing.
Okay.
I think he's doing great.
All right. See, Ryan?
He's good.
I'm a natural.
He's good.
Okay. We'll take a brief break and we'll hop back into another match.
Sounds good.
Okay, folks, we are back in a match. Sid is dropping in. Take two. Sid is dropping into another slightly more condensed round of H1Z1 on PS4. Are we playing on a PS4 Pro? Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Look at that. Playing on PS4 Pro. Tony, one of the things we were just discussing is that match pacing is important to your team at Daybreak. Do you want to tell us a little bit about why that was a kind of fundamental part of your design?
Yeah, so we wanted to increase the match pacing for console to make it a little bit more of a familiar experience when you hop into a multiplayer match. So typically on console, multiplayer matches are about 10 to 15 minute sessions, and we wanted to make sure we brought H1Z1 down into that. On PC, it's about 22 to 24 minutes, and so we want to compress that a little bit so it's a little bit more digestible chunks of gameplay.
Are you comfortable / able to tell us some of the ways in which you accomplished that?
Oh, yeah, no, totally. So the big one, especially in Battle Royale, is the rate at which the map constricts or the gas wave moves or whatever you want to call it, right? And so that is really the main motivator. And then the other thing we did as well is since we got rid of the inventory management, the salvaging, and the crafting mechanics, it allowed us to speed up looting quite a bit. And so the looting system for console is completely different than it is on PC.
Punch through the glass.
There's a door.
Use the door, bud.
Oh, I guess
door
I can
right
do
there.
that.
Great. There we go.
Doors work.
Tip number 1, use the door.
Use the door. And so one of the things we did for console was it's a cone looting system. So as he gets close to loot, you'll see the indicator on the screen just kind of pop up. You don't actually have to look at it. You can just be in the vicinity and just kind of rail on triangle, and you'll just vacuum it all up.
That's fantastic.
So it helps the pace. You can kind of run through a building and just grab what you need and then keep going. Outside of that, it's a new airdrop system as well. With the airdrops, what we've done is they are the source of level 2, level 3, and level 4 weapons. So when you spawn in on the map, you can get pistols, SMGs, shotguns, and if you're lucky, you may find a crossbow with explosive bolts.
Oh my goodness.
And then if you chase the airdrops, that's how you're going to get the more rare weapons. So
now, and there's a risk reward for that, of course,
there
right?
is.
Because that's going to be a highly contested point on the map, correct?
Yep. Now we do spawn in a lot more airdrops. Sid, you may want to get going. That gas is going to be coming in on you pretty quick.
Oh dear.
So that way.
Yep,
you
just go that way, and then you should be okay.
Go.
Nipping at my heels here.
Yeah. And so so the airdrops, they do drive a lot of contention and conflict. Now, if you're a little bit more of a player that likes to kind of search and just explore, there are rare military caches that spawn across the map, and then you can find the equal level of weapons and items in those.
Okay.
Instead of having to go for an airdrop, and those are usually they're marked by a special audio cue. It sounds like radio chatter. So if you hear that, you're like, oh, there's one nearby. I'm going to go find it.
How is those spawns handled? Are those procedural? Are there set points that it just kind of rolls a dice
Exactly.
on? Okay.
Yeah, there's set points, and then, there's a dice roll that happens in the background to pick.
I thought there
whether
were
or not it
literal
spawns.
dice, Tony. Show me literal dice flying across the screen, and this will be the game for me.
Just a huge set of dice that fly down the street and squash people as they go by and be like, it's not your time, sorry.
You joke. But you think that would make H1Z1 a more enjoyable game?
I'll bring it back to the guys.
Maybe. Okay, yeah. Just bring it back to the team.
Huge
let
dice.
them know. Let them know. Just put me in the special thanks section of the credits, and we'll
if
call
you
it a
see
day.
the dice roll patch notes, then you're like, oh, dude, he did it.
The dice roll patch notes.
It'd be amazing.
This playground doesn't look like the kind of place I would want to be.
No.
Probably not.
I'll be honest.
I wouldn't want to raise my child on this playground here.
Certainly not. You wouldn't just want to raise the child. I mean, you probably want a home as well as living on a playground.
Oh,
Are there aquatic vehicles in this game, or is it cars?
It is,
foot,
yeah,
on
cars
foot?
and on foot, and
Great.
parachutes.
And parachutes, of course.
Technically parachutes.
Yeah, that's a mode of transport.
So.
Sid, I'm surprised you don't want to get a tasty sandwich from that cooler.
Yeah,
that you
it
just
looked
passed.
a little.
I'm sure it's still. I doubt it's spoiled.
Oh,
It's
how
probably
long?
still good.
So Sid, you have 30 seconds before that gas starts closing in.
There's
on
an
you, buddy.
eerie silence here.
Yeah, you see it on the map, right?
I'm heading for it.
Yep. You're good.
Whoa, what is that?
So those are some of the airdrops, and
Ah.
so like on the PC version, we spawn at most 2 to 3 airdrops at once. But for console, what we're doing is we're going to be spawning 1 airdrop for every 4 players that remain. So depending on how many players
Ooh.
remain, more airdrops will spawn. So
yeah.
we'll spawn upwards of 20 or 25 airdrops, and then the light beams that you see coming out of them let you know the rarity. So like inside that gold crate, there should be a MK46 light machine gun. Best weapon, most powerful weapon in the game, and so
oh my goodness,
this
Sid,
way,
can you want to go for it?
hopefully you can get there.
Can Sid get across this
Yeah,
body
you
of
can
water?
walk
Okay.
I'm
right across
freaking
it.
out. I'm totally losing it right now.
In the world
isn't
of
this subgenre so much
It's
fun
so
though? Like
interesting,
Battle Royale
yeah.
is so excellent. I love it, and I'm so bad. Like no matter what I do, I think the highest I ever got in a Battle Royale game is because I found like a patch of grass and convenently
You
hid
just kinda
there
hid
for
there?
It's a
an
viable
hour.
strategy.
I mean,
So
it's
you got-
there's Sid.
There's
You
two
got
guys
competition.
coming.
Get
We got
ready.
squatters.
Hey you.
Fight him off.
Oh, Sid.
One down.
Sid. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. Oh.
You're just bodying everybody.
Again, knife.
Look at
Wow,
this.
Sid.
Look at this.
Sid, there you go. Get that
I'm a true
military
expert.
crate.
No.
Sorry, just stay there. You're
No.
good. It's behind you. I saw
No.
the yellow ones
Oh.
to your left.
I'm dying.
You're fine. You're fine. You got plenty of health. There you
Yeah,
go. And then
Sid.
grab that one. It's okay.
Mhm,
It's
mhm.
okay. You got like 80 health left. You're good.
Okay.
Pick that
Sid,
guy
your
up.
health
There you
is
go.
ticking down, so just do this with
There you go.
Expeditiously.
All right, get out of there.
expeditiously go, and then
See-
to the left. Yep.
Just go that way for a little bit.
Need a breath of fresh air here.
There you go. You're good to go.
Oh,
So if you press left on the D, see, I don't have to tell him. He's just good.
yeah.
Natural.
He's
Natural.
he's a natural.
I'm thinking about going pro.
You should. We have a pro league. The
Yeah.
H1PL. Vegas every Wednesday. So come on out.
I'll be there. You'll see me there next time.
Best of the best.
Now, Sid, I want to set expectations. You may want to practice more before you try and go pro.
I think I'm good.
It takes a lot of effort and
Well,
energy.
Actually, there's going to be a chance for me to practice coming up pretty soon, isn't there?
Is there?
There's
For the open beta?
There's a beta coming,
Well,
right?
that's basically kind of the rollout of the game,
Yep,
right?
it is. Yep.
mhm. Which is May 22nd on PS4. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. But we're not saying goodbye just yet. I do want to have one more match in which either I or Tony plays. Preferably. Oh my goodness.
This is crazy.
This weapon is a little bit of an. I don't want to use the term overkill, but it seems a little bit.
I'm loving it.
Where am I? Do I look for the number of remaining players, Tony?
So
up
top
upper
left, there's only
right?
2 left. He's got 5 kills.
including him.
Yes.
Okay.
So hopefully.
Sid, keep your eyes peeled. There's one other person in this space with you. They're hunting you.
Or am I hunting them?
No, I can assure you.
So good.
Oh, Sid. Stay on the move. Stay on the move. No, where are you
gotta
throwing the
find 'em.
grenade
I don't know
at?
where they're at.
Oh my gosh, the tension is on,
Yeah,
ladies
just
and gentlemen.
keep the
keep the random explosive throwing active. Yep. How do you even know they're in that direction?
I don't know.
I'd take out the machine gun and just kind of keep that bet. There he is. Yep. You got your machine gun there.
All right, Sid.
Nah, it's overkill. We're going to do this old school.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh. The generous Daybreak employee.
Yeah.
Can they do it? Oh, my God. Take a short time to celebrate. There it is.
Everyone's trying to outdo each other with these messages at the end. Yeah. I love it. That's a lot of fun.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I was telling you earlier, it reminds me just a little bit, in a totally different way, of The Last of Us multiplayer. Just a little bit. And I was a huge, huge fan of that. I put hundreds of hours into that. So I know I'm going to be playing H1Z1.
Wait, before we end, we'll take a quick break ourselves, and I want to do one more match potentially and have Tony play. What do you say? All right, folks, we are back, and this time Tony Morton himself is going to be playing.
No pressure.
No pressure whatsoever. So, Sid, now you have the luxury of just being a spectator.
I'll just
and
comment.
Enjoying the action.
I'll comment on what I see.
The play-by-play. Before we get into the action, a reminder that H1Z1 is coming into open beta May 22nd. It's free to play. And yeah, and apparently there are some goodies if you're a PlayStation Plus subscriber that you can get in advance if you pre-order. So
Tony, since this is free to play, I mean, what can I buy? Is it cosmetics or is it?
Yeah, it's all cosmetics. So if you want to kind of trick out your character's outfit or weapons to make them look different, then we have those available to you. But from a play standpoint or a power standpoint, it's just strictly cosmetic and visuals.
I love that. That's great. Makeshift armor, that seems good.
Indeed. I've got one on. So I hear a crate.
Oh, yeah. You were saying earlier that the radio chatter indicates that there's a military crate nearby, correct?
It's cool.
The question is, where is it?
Where is it? Is it on the roof? Can it be on the roof? I
it
just want to know. It's in the backyard, in another creepy playground.
Oh, there we go.
If you need to hide your important military gear, look no further
than your local playground.
Than the local playground.
I was loving that scout rifle earlier.
Yeah,
Super fun.
This scope really helps you kind of bring in the visuals and hone in on your opponents.
So Tony, I know that developers will always eventually pass the baton of expertise onto the most devoted people in the community, in the gaming community, but with that said, before the PlayStation 4 version arrives, what are some suggestions / things that, ways that you like to play that you would suggest to our community?
Yeah, when you're new to the game, as odd as it may sound, just kind of throw yourself at combat endlessly. Because what happens is when you don't, and you just kind of, take it slow and you
hide
progress,
like me.
And you play it safe. Eventually what will happen is you'll get into combat and then you won't know what to do. And so you can never actually, finish the match and get the win. So it's one of those things where you just kind of throw yourself at it over and over again, and then when it counts, you're comfortable.
Excellent. That makes sense to me, right, Sid?
It sure
just
does.
To throw yourself into combat and don't hide in the grass like your good pal Ryan Clements.
It's very serene out here. I mean, kind of misty field.
It's kind of
certainly there's no combat to be found in this idyllic landscape, right? Filled with rotten car corpses and
that's what
they call wrecks, right? Corpses.
Sure.
Oh, there's action brewing.
That's a friendly, what do they call it? Woodpecker.
A friendly, nice.
A friendly woodpecker.
I'm sure it's fine.
Soothing.
I'm sure it's fine, yeah. Oh, I heard
another military crate?
Yeah.
Oh,
man, look at this.
Just sitting right there. Neat as you please.
All neat as you please.
What's nope.
No?
I'm gonna stick
First
with my...
aid's good.
Tony, I totally should have asked you, but in terms of the slots in your inventory, can you only hold? You can hold what? How many weapons and items?
Yeah. So since we removed inventory management, we had to take a different route with backpacks and whatnot. And so when you come in fresh, you can only carry two weapons.
2 weapons.
And then
got it. Whoa, hello.
Oh, and I've got that.
Oh, crossbow, awesome.
And then as you get more backpacks and kind of loot up and level up, you can carry 2, 3, or 3 or 4.
Oh, Oh,
what?
Awesome.
Yes, please. If I could just drop into the Battle Royale with this.
With this?
Yeah, that might be great. So if we could just arrange that off the air, that would be wonderful. Ooh, opportunity. No.
Too many. Yeah, they're going to fight now. See if we can't capitalize
This
on that.
is why this genre of game is so watchable.
Yeah.
It is so much fun to watch.
This is super fun. I'm having a great time here.
Aren't you glad I brought you down
was
here?
beautiful.
Well done.
Beautiful.
Ooh, ATV honking its horn, thinking like it's a big shot. And then there's a crate.
Uh-oh.
Oh, stay frosty.
Thunk.
Now I've got a scout rifle. This isn't good. What?
Where did they come from?
I have no idea.
Run. Tony, run. Oh, Molotov.
Slick.
I need a...
This is the best.
There's a nice quick pace to this that I really like.
Yes. Yeah, so one of the things, we wanted to make sure was we kept the pace up. And
put in a lot of helmets.
just a lot of helmets, a lot of armor. There's got to be an SMG here somewhere.
You're like, come on. They've looted this quite a bit, I imagine, already.
Been picked over by vultures.
I'll even take a pistol.
Oh, there we go. Speak of the pistol.
Worked for me.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
I always get so anxious when I'm in like an enclosed space like this, which arguably you have more cover in there, but
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something nerve-wracking about it. But never fear, Tony is on the case. Infallible, undefeatable.
Oh, definitely not true, but I appreciate the words of encouragement. And then so the airdrops are also marked, their color marks their level or their rarity.
Right.
So since this one's purplish, it has some pretty good stuff in it.
Yeah, and as you were saying, there's the number and frequency is nice. It encourages a lot of gathering.
Yes, most certainly does. Oh, is that?
Ooh. Well, won't be
Ritzy.
as valuable here, right?
Yeah, this one's a
due to
little
the close
tough.
quarters.
We'll swap this out for this.
Only your footsteps to keep you company in this desolate plain.
Right.
Very good, Ryan.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Oh, here we go. Perfect.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. Did they see you?
Oh.
Oh, hi there.
Oh, my God. That's
That's
brutal.
brutal.
Just an inch off.
Yeah,
So
that's
you
what I
just-
want.
I was just about to- yeah. Well, if you can't get that precision shot, then
Oh man, I am potatoing.
Is that the term for it in the
Yeah.
Battle Royale community?
Yep. You're a
Potato.
potato. Oh, I got flashed.
Oh, is this it? Is this the end? Nope. You still have a chance.
I forget that they're actually going to take it easy on me. Oh my goodness, I'm so bad right now.
Got lots of potatoes
It's
right now.
because you're A, trying to talk, B, trying to look good, C, on camera. You're secretly on camera. Surprise!
Right?
This is live to millions. It's not.
We're just going to
Okay.
use that and take the easy way out.
Yep. I mean, that's the only gun I'd ever use in this game. I wouldn't pick up any other
Good-
gun.
good
I would
luck.
just run around until I find that.
I
Good
need
luck
more
finding
bolts.
it every time.
So good.
Now, what's the you guys thinking at all about sort of post-launch support, things you're going to like look to roll in? Are you going to be listening to community feedback, all that kind of stuff?
No, 100%. So, Daybreak's, history with games as a service, if you look at EverQuest, that thing's going on 20 years at this point. So we'll continue the content cadence to make sure.
Peekaboo.
Hello.
Bam.
Oh, the helmet came off. Oh. What you doing over there, pal?
Excellent.
One
Where's
more.
this last guy?
One more. I think to the... Yeah, I feel like in this direction. No? Am I crazy? I thought that that other person got hit on this side. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, is this it?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It's the showdown. Ladies and gentlemen, could this be
There we
the
go.
end?
Luckily, they were taking it incredibly easy on me. So they made my job much easier.
You
Outstanding.
survived.
You survived.
And ladies and gentlemen, that was H1Z1, which is coming into open beta on May 22nd on PS4. We've been playing on PS4 Pro, and we have been joined by Tony Morton, the lead combat and systems designer at Daybreak. Tony, thank you again for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Absolutely. And Sid, thank you for joining us as well.
I loved it. I am definitely going to be playing this one. So
awesome.
Thanks for swinging by.
Absolutely. Thanks for getting a win.
My pleasure. I'm going to take a short time to celebrate. I think right
You should do just that.
Until next time, folks, this has been PlayStation Underground. We'll see you soon.
PlayStation